Alright, so things on career mode are starting to get pretty screwed up. All VIP trips are like 3 hours plus, so then it will stick like a 172 on this flight from North Platte to Steamboat. I tried to do it. The game actually broke in the middle of it, so it didn't even count my landing, so then I had to skip. It was just frustrating. You can't use flight plans because it messes up stuff. And so I just kind of am trying to figure out how can I make this fun because the aircraft are limited uh, in career mode. It's gonna get good. I can tell it's gonna get good because it's got a good foundation, but there's a lot of messed up stuff. So what I'm gonna do is refly this in something that's actually a VIP where you can get there in an hour instead of 3 hours. So we're going to go in the Pilatus and take off from North Platte. We got live weather on. It looks like everything is clear, so we should be good. And yeah, hopefully this will be a little better experience. Let's hop in, find out. Alright, so we've got our VIP plane. We're not going to have the passengers on board, but we're going to have at least a little more control over what we're doing on the flight. So, let's get this thing cleaned off. It's a little bit bigger than the TMB, I believe, that we flew. Might be right about the same. Feel like that one was just a little lower to the ground. Also, it doesn't have the pilot door, so looks like we'll be going in through the back. But this is the VIP paint scheme. I'll still, in career mode, do my... Damn, this door is kind of flush and hidden. Can I get in? Okay, we might have to shift see it. Not an option to get in there. So, once I get my multi-engine in career mode, then we'll start flying twin engines. Try to get the King Air going. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Turn those off because they annoy me when they don't sync up quite right with what I'm doing. A lot higher, a lot more stuff going on here. So let's just easy start. Maybe an easy start. There we go. Just a slow start up here. But yeah, taking a 172 to Steamboat, very big struggle. Icing issues. It was not a good time. And then to do all that, get there, and have the game essentially be broken, that was enough for me to go, alright, let's find another way to enjoy this game. So we're going to be cruising at 16,000. Nav. We have stupid button up here that we need. We need the taxi, landing, strobe, beacon, nav, wing. Okay, we'll just go all. Alright, so we should be really full on fuel. I think I overfueled it. This is a little bit different, so this is going to take me a moment to get set up, and it looks like this did not send. There we go. Put that in now. Activate. Cool. Alright. Look at that. Things just kind of work. Positive. Although destination is still not in there. I don't know. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, we've got a lot of fuel. And if we don't, we can land somewhere and take care of it. But this whole thing is a lot different than... How do I scroll? Nope. Don't do things like that. Alright, so we're taking off on runway 12. There's probably other things I've got to do, but we're gonna do it the same just disastrous way that I tend to do things. Do we have any warnings going on to tell me that I need to do something? Doesn't look like it. Let's turn on our pitot heat. Shouldn't have any icing issues. Doesn't look like a whole lot of clouds happening. Alright. What do we got over here? Okay. Don't need any of that. Down here. Looks like we're good. We do have reverse thrust. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Other than hope that this thing actually works. What does this mean? Alright, let's... We don't want auto throttle, not yet. We need altitude. We're gonna go vertical speed first, though. Don't know how to change vertical speed, though, so have to deal with that. Let's get heading. We're going runway 112. That's probably better the other way. Or 12, not 112. Just get heading on there. Can we turn nav on? We can. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to go heading first. Oh, here's our vertical speed. We want to go up 1,000 a minute. Flight director's on. Autopilot. We will hopefully be able to turn on without issue. Let's get to taxiing. Can we actually taxi? Do we want to even use... Yeah, there's not even a tower here, so we won't worry about it. Alright, this thing is pulling. That plane is having some issues. Definitely looking forward to getting into the twin engines. Try the Mitsubishi. Wow, this thing really sensitive. Let me just, since this is the first time I'm playing today, we'll go through all of our axes and make sure that we don't have any controls that are bad. Alright, so we got runway 17 and 35. Nothing landing on that. Cross it. And instead of having to taxi a mile and a half down that taxiway, like career mode makes me, I guess, why am I holding short? We can just make a left, because this is the worst freaking runway to taxi down to. 30. Alright. We are at runway 12. Go ahead and roll. Actually, you know what? Let's just double check, because I believe we have AI on.
Kilo Lima Bravo Foxtrot traffic, Pilatus November, 93614, taking off runway 12 departure to the west.
Alright. Let's see how this thing flies. It rolls on the ground pretty quick. It's pretty quiet, actually.
No takeoff.
What?
No takeoff.
Why is it saying don't take off? What have I done wrong?
No takeoff.
I guess we'll find out, huh? Gear up. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot not pulling up. Why are we not climbing autopilot? Got it now? Do I need to just climb harder with this thing? Apparently. Alright. Let's back this power down a bit. And we are going to go nav now, so it should turn us around. But it has not. Direct to activate. Now it has. Alright, flying out over I-80. We don't have a whole lot of sunlight left to get there, but why was it telling me no takeoff? That's interesting. What is our message? How do I get to messages? Do not know. Whole new mess of things. But we're headed in the right direction. We're getting there quick. Take a look at what we've got going on screen. Okay, we don't need any of this. There we go. Close that out. Okay. Still don't know how to scroll. don't think it's that, so we're just gonna have to live with that. Alright. We're good. And climbing and actually making progress, unlike the 172, which was not a plane that we needed. We do need to figure out, because I did not do this, tune to Denver Center. We'll see if we can hear anything, but I doubt there's anything. Not gonna do the flight following because it's gonna just be a mess of things, but what is my default barometer? Did I overspeed? No, I think that's 200 or 250 under 12,000. Alright, 2992 I guess is default for that, so that's what we had it set at. We didn't set it for what we were on the ground, but we will try to remember to set it for Steamboat. So elevation at Steamboat almost 7,000, 6,880. What we got coming in on charts here, well, I did have charts yesterday. There we go, FAA. We're coming in and we're going to catch this waypoint and then drop in. So coming in 12.4 and then dropping to 10.8, 9.1, and then land. So yeah, these weren't a big deal, but the first mountain range to get in to the Rockies were at around 12,000, and the 172 was not built for that purpose. So it's not a good combo. So that's why I'm reflying this with a good combo that won't take forever. Let's see what we got. We got 41.5 miles till our first waypoint. Is it saying that we don't have enough fuel? Why is the FMS telling me fuel? Alright. Yeah, we got enough fuel. I don't know. We're flying, we're going. That's all that matters. What is our ground speed? Ground speed's 186, true airspeed's 228. We're at 16,000. We'll pick up some speed here. What kind of wind do we have? Okay, that doesn't do anything. I don't think... Is this touchscreen? No. No, it is. Okay. Alright, so we got McConaughey over there. And good old Nebraska ranch and pivots out in western Nebraska. Supposed to have the pumps on. They're auto, so that's not gonna matter. Alright, cabin pressure's set to auto, so I shouldn't have to worry about things like that, so we're good. Now we just wait. Should be about an hour flight. We are picking up speed. We'll have to watch this. I can actually run this a little harder since we do have a ton of fuel. I could try to do auto throttle. Let's go 210. Okay. Is that on? Hey, it's working. Although it has just gunned it past what I want, but I guess it's going off of FMS. Okay. That's fine. FMS wants to go faster. Although we're in the yellow with that. If I switch it to manual, I think I can back it down. We got 215. That keeps us in the green. Alright, so the sun is getting close to setting, but still a couple hours away from that. Let's go play with this for a bit. .5 miles away from our next waypoint. I don't know why it's bouncing back and forth, but fuel remaining, it's saying we're gonna have 98 pounds remaining, I hope is what that's saying. And ETE 55 minutes out. And I have no idea what DTG means. Don't think about goats. DTG. We got a message. I don't know how to get to the messages. But I'm guessing it's the don't take off message. None of this is mattering to me. Yeah, I don't really like the avionics on this. I kind of like the what was it, the TMB? That thing, once I got it figured out, had a little bit more to it, I guess, but yeah, this is kind of just really, I don't know, basic UI on this. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying that what this is doesn't look as new or functional. But what do I know? Alright, so the Platte River's starting to head south to Denver. We are still just getting to the lake. I'm just clicking switches. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, we do have some clouds at our level, but not going to matter with this plane. Should be perfectly fine. I'm guessing we're close to Colorado. Take a look at a map and see where exactly. Yeah, so we're getting close, almost at the corner. The tip corner northeast of Colorado is at the tip of the lake, but just down by the river. Not in a van. I believe this is where I-80 and 76 split. So that is right at the border. See if we can figure. Alright, we've hit the waypoint. We're moving on. 53 miles from the next one. Fuel wise, let's. Yeah, we're we're fine. We've got 1,100 pounds. I made sure I had enough because I wasn't 100% sure how accurate the tablet was. But we'll come in well above the mountains and then have to drop down as we get to the waypoint. But yeah, compared to the 172, this should be a cakewalk other than just getting it slowed down. But at least we got some reverse thrusters for when we touch down. Alright. I was looking down, but I think the weather updated or something happened there. Oh, yay, we got discontinuity. However you say it. These annoy the hell out of me. When it pops back up, I guess, if it pops back up, try to solve that. I don't even know. Here, maybe if we go upper middle, and now we have zoom capabilities. Alright. Let's figure this out. Okay, clear all the messages. Because, hey, why listen to it say something's wrong? We'll get it solved. Yeah, I'm not seeing the functionality in this that I need. So we're 46 minutes out. What I'm worried about is we're not going to be able to select the place that we need to go. But I think I can go ahead and put it in, or it's...
Center, Alaska. Tree
Hey, we do have AI. So yeah, we don't want to do the hold, so I think if we put in Tilly, but how would one add a waypoint? How do I scroll? Mend route. Nope. Mend route. Sweet. It's There's got to be like a little... some sort of scroll. How am I supposed to input anything? There we go. Delete. Direct to. We're getting all messed up here. Getting off route. But it looks like I can... Alright, I've learned how to go direct to the next route. Or at least what I need to do. Okay. How do I just... Okay, that did open up our ETE massively. Don't like that. How do I go to the next waypoint? There should be a next waypoint button. I think we're good. Okay, so skip waypoint is... Yeah, alright. We're going to do a weird pattern in, so I think once we get to time of descent, we'll go ahead and just skip to this waypoint so we don't have to do the hold pattern. Can we change what it, how we... I think we'll just skip it. Still don't see where... how I can zoom out. I still don't see... Is that keyboard? Is that what that is? Still don't see how to pull up wind speed information. Oh, there it is. Idiot. 41 from the right. 14 from the back. Ground speed's 230. It's going good. We'll cut off a bit of the estimated time here once we go direct to the waypoint and don't go to the hold. Okay, so I figured out where that info is. Now can I figure out how to zoom on this? Alright. Click and drag. Look at that. We're getting smart. I Coming in above the clouds. See what the weather is, where we're landing. So, no wind. Find that interesting. And it's clear out, so that should be... Yeah, I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Don't think that's true. We'll find out once we get closer. We do have mountains on the horizon. We're out of the plains. This plane is... it's okay. It's doing what it needs to do, but... Can I... Oh wow, this thing does not have any concept of... Okay. Wanted it down on this side, but... Alright, we'll stick it up there. It's fine there. Alright, let's take another look at this. So, plan is... we'll get to descent and then go direct to Mabgi, which is 10.8, if I remember correctly. Yep. Fuel, still good. Use 311 pounds. Ground speed 233. Now once we get to the mountains, there's still quite a bit of flying to get to Steamboat. There's like a whole nother range. We'll look at checklists and see what information we have on before landing. This is all we get? Okay. Oh, did we not have flaps on takeoff position? I don't even know what takeoff position would be. Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot of information here. Let's go expert. Anything? No, not a lot of anything. Okay, well, Let's take a look at these numbers. Oh, look at this. Don't have a landing time. 33 minutes into the flight. Average ground speed 221 knots. I don't know what these mean. Okay, I think we needed to set this stuff so that it wasn't yelling at us, but getting more familiar, and haven't broke anything yet. These clouds look so good. I wish we had these clouds in iRacing. So now we got the high level clouds as well in this game. Alright, so mountains getting closer. We won't be seeing Denver from here. We'll kind of see north of Boulder, I believe. I think there's a bunch of lakes up there. Or maybe it's more Fort Collins. So yep, just ranch. Mountains though. Now we got the lakes at the foot of the mountains. 64 miles away from our next waypoint. Getting a little more tailwind now, and the crosswind from the north has went down a tiny bit. Still got tons of daylight time. Like 45 minutes out still, so this is still a long flight. But it's going to get a little more interesting as we get to the mountains and have something more to look at. The mountains look really good. There's one peak out in the middle that, like, this game's never really done like straight up elevation changes well, and this one looked way better than what I remember the game looking like. So we should see it, just not as close as we saw, or as I saw it in the 172. Alright, so let's take 14 minutes away from the next waypoint. I might even cut off the from this waypoint, I might just go direct to the actual waypoint I want to go to instead of the hold. 17 knots tailwind, so ground speed 236 now. Got, I don't know what's going on down here. Some strange roads here. Wondering, I don't know what that would be. Can reset my view without blue things popping up in my face. It sucks that we're not going to earn off of this, but I think it's just better viewing to do these type of flights quicker and with more types of airplanes. Now there are still some career things that I'll do. Sightseeing. Maybe I'll get the tail wheel endorsement and do the banner flying. But for the long flights, we'll come up with creative ways to enjoy it without having to do a 3-hour flight. And some I might just break up and do 2 legs, you know, say the passenger wants to land halfway there, and then the next video is us flying the rest of the way. But I think once the game gets content created for it for the career mode, I think it's going to really, really take off. I assume there's going to be some custom stuff out there too to allow you to make your own missions and then import them into the game. So with that, I could have Discord come up with missions and put them in the game, which I think would be a lot of fun. So 40 miles from the waypoint. I've decided I'm waiting until time of descent to switch to the other waypoint. Alright, the mountains. Getting bigger. Some crisscross fields. Checkered flags. No, I guess that would be the debris flag? Alright, so getting close to an hour into the video. Denver's going to be down around there, I believe. Make a little bit of a left-hand turn in 7 minutes. But yeah, the AI traffic, non-existent. It's like we've been flying on Denver Center for an hour, and we've heard one airplane the day after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think there'd be a little more traffic. So they still haven't got that working full. Alrighty. As we turn this, we should pick up more of a tailwind as well. Not a whole lot, but should give us a little more of a boost. Ground speed 240 at the moment. See what that goes up. Let's see if our weather has changed in Steamboat. Has not. Looking like a nice clear day. Let me look and see if that is actually true. Yeah, it is. It's 28 degrees, but very little wind. It is mostly cloudy, it says, but nope, clear skies. It is actually correct. We'll see what other planes are coming in here. Not seeing anything. Alright, getting to the mountains. 4 minutes out from our left turn. Or slight left. Can't quite see anything of Denver. Maybe the airport? Or that. But I don't know how far north we are. Just took a picture of it. We'll see if my brother and my dad can identify where I'm at. They fly into Denver almost daily. So we're going to stay at 16,000 feet until that time of descent. Drop to 10.8. At the time of descent, we're going to be pulling back on the power a lot as well. We haven't seen a town in a while, so yeah, whatever town that is. Congrats, you're the first town we've seen in an hour. Or at least the first one I've noticed. Alright, 5 miles till we make a little left-hander and get the sun directly in our eyes the whole way. Alright, so should start to turn left here. We must be well north. Probably, maybe even like Fort Collins north. I don't, that town I don't think is big enough to be that So maybe not all. What the hell is that? What is going on over there? Is there a tornado? That is weird. Clouds are doing some weird things as well here. Like smokestacks. Let's get to our upper position here. Take a look out. Look down. Yeah, that's a smaller town. There's a whole hell of a lot of lakes here, though. Alright, I can find... With that many lakes, I should be able to find out where I'm at. Possibly Fort Collins. I think down here... may be Fort Collins. Did not realize that it was in a massive lakeville. And then we got a reservoir here on the foothills. That's interesting. Okay, so we are well north. Zoom in on this now. And center on the aircraft. "20 minutes out from Tilly, but that's not actually where we're headed. Yeah, this is a whole different area that I didn't fly over, so we're not going to see quite the same thing, I don't believe, what I saw when I was doing this in the 172. These foothills look amazing. Gonna get a little bit of turbulence through this, I assume. We did lose a little bit of wind as well. But yeah, turbulence starting to hit us. Really actually a pretty perfect day to be doing this flight. we have not encountered any weather. And I didn't really check the weather. So that was lucky. Yeah, so I was more over by these peaks, I think, as I came in. This is a much easier way, but of course, career mode did not want to, like, even on career mode on the map, it had, like, the blue line that shows your flight path and altitude, had it going through mountains, so it's just, it needs some work. Alright, so we are almost 30 miles out from our descent. We'll start getting that keyed up. Altitude 10.8. Guess I could have went with 11 and then went down 2. Still gonna have some tall mountains over here. This above the tree line. All right, so getting there, but we still got this very high kind of valley range that we got to go over. And actually, okay, what are we doing that for? Why did we auto throttle down? Don't understand that one, but hey, it recovered. Maybe turbulence getting too bad. We're still doing 230 ground. We've lost a bit of tailwind. We've got a massive crosswind at 44 now. That was a weird one. There we go. That is what I wanted. Those are my flaps, I assume. One click is 15. We do that at 165. Okay. Everything else is under 130. Alrighty. So, a little bit of a valley, another little range, big open area up here. Yeah, we're really getting bounced around. This part was not fun in the 172. But yeah, look at these ridges. Like, everything looks really good. Look at that. That is just awesome looking. Okay, so I think our time of descent is getting further away. I think it's changing up on us, so I am gonna go direct to activate. So I believe it is on the other side of this ridge. And these are all at 10,000 according to the charts. 10.5, 10.6. Yeah, we are 33 miles out. Maybe, I don't know. It's not 33 miles. It's got to be. Yeah, because we got to go over mountains and then make a right-hand turn. So that's got to be what the proper way. So what I will do is we will get our altitude to 12.5 now. And we will go ahead and start pulling our speed back. Just gonna slow everything down. Vertical speed. We can go down pretty slowly. We got, well, 8 minutes. Probably descend fairly quickly here. Just to get down there so that, because this is a pretty short, or at least it felt very short in the 172 because I was way too high. 15,000. This just looks like Alaska. Wonder if there's any towns up in this really high plains. I mean, I guess, I don't... What would you call that? It's not plains. Alright, we are coming in 7 minutes, 6 minutes out, 22 miles out. Can see individual trees now. Alright, so just up over this ridge, we'll be making the right-hand turn. Should be leveling off here at 12.5. We'll hold that. Up until we get over the ridge, and then we'll go down to 10.8. Double check my numbers. 10.8, then 9,000. But I want to keep the airspeed low because we are going to be dropping at quite a high rate. And if I come up over this ridge at 220, it's going to be even more difficult to slow down. Cat just got fed. Four minutes out though. We'll go ahead and get altitude set for 10.8. Probably going to be a little more difficult doing it direct to here because we have to go over the mountains rather than be next to them, like had we come from the checkpoint down there, waypoint. It looks like we're fairly clear to drop here, and we should be able to drop fast. So let's get ready to hit that button. right when we get to this ridge, we'll hit vertical speed. Because then we should be clear all the way in. This down 175. Auto throttles disagreeing with things for a moment. All right, vertical speed. Another 800. Should get us over this ridge. But maybe I should have waited just a little bit longer. Go 500 a minute, just to make it not be too close. Alright, our turn is right at that lake. Start dropping quickly. We got to get 1,000 a minute. We're a minute out. Works out. Bring our speed down. 165. Make the right-hander. There's our airport. Right there, I believe. And we are at 10.8. Let's go ahead and drop that now down to 9.1. Slow that down just a little bit more. Let's take auto throttle off. It was getting a bit vacuum cleaner sounding. Alright, so we are 3 minutes out from the next waypoint. We're going to be at 9,100 feet for that. Our speed is good. We should be clear of all obstacles here, and I may just take over. You know what? This doesn't seem like a good path. I feel like we should be coming through that gap. But we'll go with it. We're going to get over this. Maybe what I saw wasn't the airport. Alright, we're going to go click of flaps. Yep, there's our airport. We're going to turn autopilot off.
Autopilot.
I'm going to go, because this path is not good. Go ahead and slow down more here. Get our gear out. Okay, we're good. Just got to keep it below 120. One more click of flaps. Full flaps. Oh yeah, another thing. I landed past the markers, but not quite at the threshold, and it gave me a did not land on surface, or a runway surface, and got a penalty for that as well. So this airport was just kind of all messed up with how things were reacting. We're a little high just because of the way we came in there, but our speed is fine. Here we go. There we go. Pull it up a little bit. And a little kick to the left, or the right there. And that threshold is way down there. There we go. Oh. Don't roll it backwards. Keep the brakes on. We are in forward thrust now. Yep. Okay. Get it turned off here. I say that went well. A little long. Oh. Wow, this thing is super Excel. Okay, I was going to park there, but then an airplane popped in. We will just go VIP parking right up here. They can tow me elsewhere afterwards. Click it off. Control Shift E. I will take that. That was a lot more fun doing it that way. Can I get out of the plane? Oop, almost threw myself into the prop. There we are. I always forget to put flaps back up. Plane though, all works out. We are in Steamboat, which well, it's not that exciting of a airport, but hopefully that was worth watching. Can I put all this stuff back on, or can you only take it off? We do have a lot of yeah, we can't put the stuff back on, which is weird, but Hopefully you enjoyed that. Trying just something different to switch it up. And yeah, thanks for watching.